Tuesday. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. Atlanta Falcons versus Lamar Jackson and the Carolina Panthers.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They're led out by the 9th-year starter out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Right to the air is Carr. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Throwing on first down is Carr. Complete to Likely. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Carr now on first down. On target to his man, Likely. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. And right side, they're going to go option here. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. They go play action now. Jackson. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. This one swung out to Montgomery. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Carr. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. About 3 yards there to the 27. Well, the Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals, but it wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. Look at the final numbers. The Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Going to go on 4th down, and that's complete to Adams. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Now Jackson on 1st down, steps away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And Jackson throwing once more. Dancing to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Carr now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On first down, Carr. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
From the 38, Carr. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
From the 38, Carr, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Jackson now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Jackson's throw into the hands of Lockett. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A field goal gets them the lead, but they'll risk it here on 4th and goal. Going for it with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. 5 plays there on that drive. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The final shot here before half for Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We start out in the Crescent City, Las Vegas, making the trip to Bourbon Street to take on New Orleans. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. Tua Tagovailoa with a touchdown throw. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. Mike Evans, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Trevor Lawrence, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Jackson out to his left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Here's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Read option, here's Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Here's Carr to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. York able to send this one through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Jackson from the shotgun. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson being chased out left. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He finds Hopkins complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Carr. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Throwing now is Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. To throw is Carr. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now Carr. Caught by Montgomery. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Carr's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Carr again. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Carr going to try and throw on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Steps away to his left. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Carolina, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll have another road date next week.